All right, Gus Bayshore, a big part of Underwood's win today. Gus, you get to play for a state championship tomorrow. How does that sound? How does that feel?
It's a great feeling. First time in our high school history, first time even winning a game in the state tournament here for us. So amazing feeling for sure.
Take us through the win today. Well, what do you feel, or what's kind of the difference for you guys?
We were able to put the ball in play very well today, make the defense make plays. The ball found holes in there, got out to the outfield a few times. And we made the plays in the infield for sure. Riker something big at third base. Garrett made some plays. Nick made some plays. Sad had a great scoop at first. So, just a well-rounded game for us.
They were knocking on the door in the fifth, and then you come up in the sixth, and you'd struck out twice prior to that, and you're able to find a gap and drive in a run. What'd you see there?
I watched two fastballs in the previous at-bats, two fastballs right down the middle. So I was just trying to jump on one, and I found one. So I got it to it quick and pulled it to the left side, found a gap.
What does it mean for this group with no seniors in the year you guys have had to have this opportunity in front of you now, and what's it going to take to capitalize on that?
Capitalize and hopefully make it back to the state tournament next year. But, everyone returning, we're a pretty tight-knit group, so a lot of good friends in the group, in the team here. So just, make a good run next year. Hopefully we can top this year, but it'd be pretty tough. So you just win games next year, just play the way we've been playing this year, but hopefully get better over practice.
All right, Mason. You get to play for a state title tomorrow. How does that sound? How does that feel?
Amazing. It's amazing. It feels great to make it to the title game, but just to make it to state was really awesome. I'm really excited for tomorrow.
This is somewhere that Underwood had never been to a semifinal game. How did you guys try to handle everything that comes with this? Or did you just try to treat it like another game?
Yeah, just trying to stay as calm as possible, not let the nerves get to us. I think being a younger team, no seniors helps. We got nothing to lose. Win or lose, we come back next year, hopefully. So it feels amazing. I'm still trying to take it in.
3 hits for you. What were you kind of seeing at the plate that created that success?
It's mostly confidence. At practice, just trying to work the other way and staying back on pitches. But most of it is staying confident and trusting that the guys behind me will hit me in.
Playing for a state championship tomorrow. I know you're obviously excited, but what's it going to take to have success there?
We're going to play a good team. The game hasn't ended yet, but win or lose for either of those teams, it's going to be a good game. We're going to have to bring our game, and I know the other team will too, but we're going to have to fight.
All right, Riker Adair, a big game in a lot of ways for him, offensively, defensively, and Riker, it helps your team to a state title game. Just tell me where the thoughts are right now, man.
I don't even know what to think because it's obviously first time in school history we even made this far at all. It just feels amazing to be part of the team and make good plays like that out there.
What is it that makes this team tick?
Probably the younger team and knowing how good we are at the game as a young team.
This is a team that, watching it, there were opportunities for errors tonight, and I don't know that you guys had one at all. How much of an emphasis is put on defense?
Really good. We have a very solid defense, especially with pitching. Our pitching is phenomenal. And then we have amazing outfielders. We're super quick and they make the catches. And our infield is amazing too. We get the plays done.
Seemed like there were a lot of ground balls to third tonight, and so you had to make a lot of plays. Kind of take us through, what's going through your mind in that situation when you see one roll to you.
I just try to just make the play done as fast as possible, make sure I don't make an error, and just get that out.
Talk about the offense today and what you and the offense were able to do well.
We actually got on base quite a few times. We had a lot, maybe not as many hits, but we still were able to get on the base when we needed to and score the runs and stay ahead.
Get to play for a state championship tomorrow. It probably hasn't even set in yet, but what's it going to take?
It's going to take a lot because obviously whatever team wins this game is just as good as us, and we just need to put the bat on the ball, make the plays, and pitch strikes, and we'll be just fine.
All right, Jack. A a gutty effort from you, and you're playing for a state title now. Just, I mean, what does that mean? How does that feel?
I mean, I've been saying this. Great was the one word I could put on, and that's not enough for how I feel. I mean, this is a great group of guys that I love to play with. I mean, I can joke around with them like I told the other guys. On and off the field, we can just relax and have fun with each other. So, I mean, to be able to do that in these types of situations, especially in a championship game, and come in and relax, it's just going to make it so much better.
You get the ball in a state semifinal. I mean, that's a high-pressure situation if there was one. I mean, how were you feeling coming into it?
Well, I had a big meal before this. Probably wasn't smart, so I kind of felt that in my stomach about maybe 20 minutes before the game. I thought I was going to throw up because I got a little nervous. But then once we got to that first inning, I saw how my defense was ready to come in and ready to play. I knew that it was going to be a good game.
What were the things you were doing well on the mound tonight?
Working the outside corner. I mean, when they were on I'd work the outside corner and I got some calls and I'd spin them out there. And then when I saw that they'd be on the line, I'd throw them in, and then the ump would give me some calls.
Bases loaded in the 6th. You were laboring a little bit, and you're able to get out of it. Take us through that sequence from your perspective and what's kind of going through the mind at that moment.
I don't really remember that inning, honestly. I think I was so stressed there. But I knew I just had to throw the ball in the zone. Like he said, I had to trust my arm because we obviously know our defense can make plays. And it just happened to go to me that time, and luckily I was able to make the play.
You were at like 108, I think, with 2 gone and a runner on again, kind of laboring a little bit. Your dad comes out and talks to you. He wouldn't really say. What was that conversation like?
I don't think I can say the word he said, but he said, "I'm getting through this. I'm finishing this game." I mean, I couldn't really feel my arm. It was kind of exhausted, and I couldn't really feel the ball in my hands because that's why I was licking them because I couldn't really feel the ball. But I mean, when he comes out there and just shows me that he's confident in me, and I'm confident in our defense and him, it just makes it so much easier to throw strikes there.
Talk about the defense. You made some really, really good throws. I mean, Riker was all over the place defensively. When you have a unit behind you as a pitcher backing you up like that, how big is that?
It's huge. The other guy was talking about my ERA. I mean, I can't really say it's my ERA. I think it's theirs. They play defense no matter what game it is, no matter if it's just a conference game or if it's a state tournament game. I know they can all make plays, even tough plays. Every time a ball comes off the bat, I know someone's going to be there really fast or make a play.
You get to play for your dad in a state championship game tomorrow. I mean, where are the thoughts with that?
I mean, it's great. I've been around this team for a while. They've kind of been stuck getting to the champion, or not even the championship, just the state tournament. And now that I'm on the team and be able to make it to the championship, words can't really describe how it is. I mean, not a lot of people get to experience this, going there and having their dad be the coach, especially at a state championship level. So it's amazing.
What's it going to take tomorrow?
Everything. I mean, defense was there tonight. We need that tomorrow. Bats need to pick it up a little bit, but pitching, I mean, I trust everyone to throw strikes.
All right, Coach. I mean, wow, what a game, what a win. Obviously, a very, very, very big win. Just you get to play for a state title tomorrow. What are the thoughts?
I don't know. I really don't have any. I mean, I think, the most gratifying thing, in no particular order, is watching Jack throw. From a dad standpoint, I thought he threw really well. From a coaching standpoint, and I guess from a dad standpoint, watching him celebrate. I mean, they came up loose. They had nothing to lose. It's kind of like tomorrow. I have nothing to lose, and they truly play for each other. They truly enjoy with, and it's the old cliche. They're a tight knit group. I mean, these guys are. They fish. They golf. I mean, it's constant. It's 1 through 13. So like I said, as a dad, I'm proud for Jack, but as a coach, I couldn't be more proud of the boys.
Offensively, again, able to play from the lead throughout the day. What kind of stood out to you offensively?
I don't know. I think we had good at bats. I think, he did, and I know I'll pronounce his name wrong, Reinke, I think. He kept us off balance. He did a nice job changing speeds and really did induce a lot of weak contact. And that's kind of what his numbers show. I think we were able to work him a little bit, work the counts, and Mason had a big day at the plate. Gus had a couple hard hit balls, one for an RBI. So again, just keeping our approach at the plate and being relaxed.
Obviously, Jack has a big game on the mound. First off, what was he doing to create a success?
I don't know. I mean, and if you ask him what you did, he probably doesn't know either. he does a good job of locating. He was able to throw 3 pitches for strikes, which, especially at this late in the game, that's what you need. So he battled. You saw, he had a couple rough spots, kind of got up in the zone a little bit, but he was able to get through it. And I think, really with all of them, all the boys, being at state football, being at state track, advancing like they did in basketball. I think that got them ready for this. The moment wasn't too big, and Nick bobbles the ball and makes the final out. So it's almost like we've been here before, but it's first time.
2 outs. I think Jack was at like 107 or 108 pitch-wise. You call time. You come out to meet with them. What kind of was that conversation there? Were you going to make a change?
The FEC might get upset of what I told him. So let's just say that he wasn't coming out.
Was it like a major league thing?
Yes, it was. It was something that if I say to any other player, I'm probably getting called into the red carpet. But knowing a competitor like him, and like I said, we'll just say the FEC would not be happy with it.
Defensively, they put a lot of balls in play. There were a lot of opportunities for errors, and I don't think you guys had any tonight. What'd you like defensively? What stood out?
They made plays. Riker Dare played fantastic at third. Nick Hackett made some great plays, and I'd be remiss if I didn't throw out Luke Seidler. There was a couple picks that he had, and ultimately, that's the difference between a guy on went out and a guy on second base. So. These kids have kept it loose. They've kept it loose all year, and I think they haven't got necessarily. I don't think they understand necessarily what they're doing. They want to show up and play ball, and that's all as a coach. That's all I want.
On to tomorrow, and you mentioned maybe kind of nothing to lose with it. So how do you guys try to attack it?
Same way as today. We'll go around and we'll stay and watch this game, and look at Bound and see what's out there, and then just go play. In this late and the way the tournament's set up, we threw our top 2 guys. We got our third guy who's thrown big games this year. He threw against St. Albert, he threw against Woodbury Central, he threw against Kemper. So, it's kind of the same situation. We've played here before, so we're going to go out and play. We're one of the last 2. It's literally the last day of the season, so go out and enjoy it, and just be where their feet are.